Welcome to Granada, Spain. The city's rich history, incredible architecture, and deep cultural roots are very obvious throughout, and the centerpiece of the Alhambra is what makes the city probably one of the most interesting places that we've ever been. Now, we have only 2 days to explore here, but we can already tell that we're going to regret not having more time here in the city.
We're so excited to be in Andalusia after spending some time in Barcelona and Valencia last week, and we are well on our way through our series that we're calling Spain by Train. So if you're interested in the other videos we're making here in Spain, we'll link the playlist up here. Well, we're quickly learning that a big early breakfast is not really a thing in Spain, but thankfully we slept in today, so now we're having a late breakfast here at a cute cafe called Café Cuatro Gatos, and it has the most beautiful view of Alhambra behind us, and I'm just in love with everything here already. We got these little ciabatta breads with tomato and olive oil and salt on them, and then it came with a coffee and an orange juice. All that for $6.40, so honestly, very content right now.
How is it, Sarah?
It's very good. It's very tasty. You know, it's such a simple breakfast, literally just tomato on toast, but it is really delicious. I do wonder how long it'll give me energy for the day. I'm definitely a person that usually needs like some protein in the morning, like eggs or something, but it does taste really delicious. Crunchy.
I wasn't totally sure where to go for breakfast, but this place had some really good reviews, and it's in the Alhambra neighborhood. It's so beautiful here. All these streets are so narrow, and it's just really nice to walk through all of them. But also this cafe is so cute, and like it's just a house with a cafe in it. And the lady who's serving us is honestly like the funniest person I've ever met. She is so lively, and I don't think I've ever met somebody who's like that excited about their job. She's literally running around waiting on all these people, but she's just cracking jokes the entire time, and I'm here for it.
Qué barbaridad. ¿Cómo te llamas? Macarena.
Macarena.
Sí.
Macarena.
Oh, tío, qué vergüenza.
Sí. Famosa, chistosa.
Perfecto, gracias.
Jolín, qué vergüenza. Me da un poco de vergüencilla, ¿eh? Parece que no tengo vergüenza, pero sí que tengo poco.
Sí.
Me han hecho otras fotos hoy ya, ¿eh? Te lo juro. Bueno, mira, yo sabes qué, que la verdad que el dinero, como mañana te puedes morir, me la pimpli. El dinero ayuda un poco, ayuda bastante, la verdad, pero bueno.
Bueno, gracias. So funny, man. It's awesome. Granada was under Islamic rule for over 700 years, so it's really interesting walking around now because there is quite a bit of Islamic influence as far as culture, architecture, and even in language here in Granada. The neighborhood we've been walking around this morning, Al Baisin, is actually a historically Muslim neighborhood here in Granada, so it's really interesting going through the markets and just seeing different things than you would otherwise here in Spain.
The Granada tourist cards for our time here in Granada, so they are valid for 72 hours and they include a bunch of different monuments and museums here in Granada, as well as 9 bus journeys. So the first thing we're going to use it for is going into the Granada Cathedral. We just downloaded the tickets onto our phone from our email, which we wouldn't have been able to do without at least a little bit of data. While we've been traveling here in Spain, we've been using unlimited data eSIMs from Olafly, who we've partnered with for this video to make your own travels easier. Having unlimited data has honestly been invaluable for us here in Spain. Eric and I are very last-minute travelers, so we somehow always forget to download our tickets or look up where we needed to go. So having unlimited data from Olafly to be able to just look up the metro, look up buses, download our tickets, and not have to worry about it has been a lifesaver. Olafly eSIMs are honestly so easy to use. All you have to do is go to their website or their app, you search the country you're going to and purchase the number of days you're going to be there, then they send you either a QR code or a link directly to the iOS app, and you just automatically install it into your phone, and it is so easy. They also offer regional plans, which means if we were visiting another country in Europe, which sadly we're not, we could just visit that country without having to change our eSIM at all. We've been using Olafly's eSIMs for almost a year now in Mexico, Southeast Asia, and now Europe, so we honestly cannot imagine traveling without them anymore. If this sounds like something that would be useful to you in your travels, make sure to check out Olafly through the link in our description or use our code Eric and Sarah for 5% off.
I was telling Sarah that I'm really starting to turn into the kind of person that just loves architecture. I'm really enjoying going through all these old buildings and seeing just all the streets here in Spain. I feel like Europe is starting to change me into that type of person. Or maybe it's because I'm 30 now and I'm getting older and I appreciate things a little bit more than just maybe going out for a drink somewhere. Anyways, the cathedral is so beautiful. It's just really large inside. Like when you walk in there, it feels so big. Really incredible. I feel like the cathedrals, especially here in Spain, have just blown me away. But this is also the resting place of Ferdinand and Isabella, who took back Granada from the Moors. So it's really interesting. We walked through the Royal Chapel. We weren't allowed to film in there, but also a very cool experience. This place is just chock full of history. It makes me really excited to go to Alhambra tomorrow. Well, we had to take a little bit of a siesta because it was super hot. It's been like 31 degrees while we've been here, so definitely need to be indoors for a few hours.
And because we're in Spain and you gotta do as the locals do.
That's right. But now we're gonna go up to a viewpoint to get one of the best views in the city.
I'm lost. Pick away.
Go up this way.
Right or left?
Let's go this way.
This way?
Yeah. Probably wrong.
It's a bit of a climb, but it's not, I don't know, it's not that hard. Just up.
Just up.
Valid.
I feel like if I was that guy with my luggage, it'd be a different story. Insane. It should be illegal for anything to be this pretty. It's just jaw-dropping, honestly. But also my brain, it's so confusing for my brain that there's snow on those mountains over there with how hot I'm feeling right now. I can't compute that those mountains have snow on them.
This is the Mirador San Nicolas, and this is definitely the best view of definitely the Alhambra, but also of the whole city. It looks so cool from up here. This place is one of those places where I feel really encapsulates like what Spain is. You know what I mean? To be like, oh, I'm gonna go to Spain. I picture this place. You know, like this is so cool. So we've reached the Sacramonte district of Granada, and this is a really interesting section of the town because there are tons of houses built into these caves. Now apparently a few hundred years ago there was a group of Romani people living here, and they just started making their homes in these caves, and today it is one of the best places to watch flamenco dancing here in Granada. well, flamenco in a cave. Wow.
Incredible. I'm so happy that was such an intimate experience in the cave. And just, man, the guitar, the singing, the dancing, it was all so incredible. So
That was actually
impressed.
our very first flamenco show, and very intense type of dancing. Definitely was not expecting that.
It's very aggressive style of dance and
Yeah,
music.
but so cool. We also wanted to show you our place that we're staying at here in Granada. This is a little apartment we got on Airbnb. Came to about $70 per night. And it's really close to the Santa Ana Plaza, and it's really cool because we're literally right in the middle of everything. Alhambra is right above us. On the other side, we have Albaicin. We've just been walking around here, and it's been super nice to be close to everything.
Welcome to the Alhambra. This is a palace city built by Islamic Moors, and it was the last stronghold of the Moorish kingdom before it fell to United Christian Spain in 1492. As we said before, this is the centerpiece of Granada, and it is considered one of the greatest works of Islamic architecture in the world.
So there are essentially three main parts to the Alhambra. You have the Generalife, the Alhambra Palaces, and the Nasrid Palaces, all of which were included in our Granada card that Sarah was talking about earlier. Now, we needed a very specific time to the Nasrid Palaces, and this is something that we absolutely needed to book beforehand. And we normally like to go to these types of things in the morning, but we actually ended up getting a 1:30 time for the Nasrid Palaces, which means we are here in the heat of the day. But we are starting here in the Generalife, which is basically this big palatial garden, and it is gorgeous. Oh, and there's also a free audio guide that you can scan at the entrance to the Alhambra, which is why I have this headphone in. Got to learn a little bit more.
Oh, it smells delicious. I want to eat this.
Smell nice?
That is amazing. Can I take it home? Do you think I'm allowed to cut it?
Don't do it. Don't do it. Moo.
Welcome to Spain in the off season.
I'm like trying to take these shots and you're just smelling all the flowers.
I don't even care about the architecture. I just want to smell every flower.
Like it's just like this nice, it's like this really nice like doorway.
Hey, you gotta stop and smell the flowers, right?
That's true.
That's what they all say.
That's what they say.
And jasmine smells so delicious. How can you not smell it? Generalife was designed after descriptions of heaven, and honestly, I think they nailed it. With the amazing greenery to admire and the relaxing sounds of the fountains and the delicious smells of the flowers, it really is heavenly in here.
We have now made it into the Nasrid Palaces, and it is so beautiful. But this is one of the places where you actually needed to get an extra ticket. It was, again, a part of our Granada card, and the first thing that they told me was that I needed to get my backpack on in front of me, so in case I like ran into the architecture or say the garden. It's the first time I've ever had that, actually, where I actually have to go through this entire place with my backpack on my front. Wow, sir.
This is so gorgeous.
Wow. So incredible. The Nasrid Palaces were where the sultans lived, and we're actually the center of the Nasrid Kingdom. We're in the throne room now, and it is an absolute testament to the intricate artwork found throughout the palace. But here you can see in the roof, there are 8,000 inlaid pieces within 7 strips, which represent 7 heavens, with the 8th heaven being represented in the center cupola.
traditionally Muslims do not believe in depicting living creatures, especially humans, within their artwork. So you can see here that everything is created with symbols and scripture and languages instead. And it's so interesting for us compared to all the different Catholic cathedrals we've been to recently, that they all have so much depiction of living creatures and people. And so it's just such an interesting contrast to be comparing the two now. Are we having fun yet?
So many people. So many people.
We are people though.
I know, we're a part of it. We're part of it. I remember we're a part of it.
This is the first place we've gone where we need our physical passports to get in, so thankfully I grabbed these this morning because we would have been out of luck otherwise.
Well, we made it to the last part of the Alhambra. It is definitely worth it to come here. This is so beautiful. We've been here for like 4 hours though, and we are exhausted.
And we have not even seen everything there is to see. There's actually a lot more you could see. This place is massive.
The only thing I will say though is that they do let a lot of people in here. I'm not naive enough to think that we'd be the only ones here, but since we had like a specific time to be in the Nasrid Palaces, for example, we sort of expected it to be at least staggered a little bit more. But once the groups come piling in, it's like you are just being elbowed from every direction.
Yeah, just took away a little bit from the experience being able to just kind of take it all in when someone's elbowing you and stepping on your feet the whole time. But it still is absolutely
honestly,
incredible.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason why there's so many people that come here, but I'm just saying. Here, catch mine.
Oh, it's actually scary.
Well, just like that, we are on our way to Sevilla.
That was such a short time in Granada, but we absolutely loved it there. Honestly, probably our favorite spot in Spain so far.
Definitely agree. We'll link everything from this video in the description as per usual, and see you in Sevilla.
See you in the next one.